friends, would you join me in the spirit of prayer? Before this ceremony begins, before we hear great words, students receive degrees, and pictures are taken, we will stop and give thanks for this day, for the blessed cool air and the lush green of Hood's campus, and for everyone who has made tonight's celebration possible. We give thanks for knowledge shared in every building around this campus, for success and failure that have showed us each in their own way an important truth, for disappointments that have challenged us, and forgiveness that allows us to begin again, and especially for hope and wisdom that set their sights always a few steps beyond where we believe we can go. Great Spirit of life, some of us will find you in a church, a mosque, a synagogue, or a sangha. Some of us know you in the beauty of art, literature, or music. Others in the magnificence of nature and the complexity of science. In whatever way we know you, we feel your presence here this afternoon. Bless this master's ceremony, these graduates, and all of us who care for them. May this afternoon bring us deep appreciation for your many gifts, and may we always be inspired to be your instruments of peace with knowledge in this world. Amen.
Please be seated and relax. Good afternoon. I'm Phil Berkheimer, and I'm chair of the Board of Trustees of Hood College. And on behalf of the board, it is my honor and pleasure to welcome you to this graduation school commencement ceremony. Today is a very special day for all of you. It's a day that marks the achievements of the graduates and their families, marks the triumph of our outstanding faculty who have guided these scholars through this transformational journey, and the success of our staff and administration who have steered and supported these past few years. You have much of which to be proud. On a personal note, this will be my last commencement ceremony serving as board chair. Our board consists of 15 alumni, one parent of an alumnus, and one board member who is both an alum and a parent of an alum. And yet for those of us with no educational connection to this college, every day we are amazed by the stories of success, creativity, commitment, and discipline that we hear coming from Hood. I'm honored to have been associated with such a fine university, or let's make that a fine institution. It's not a university. Actually, it said institution, and so I'll take that myself as opposed to giving it to the person who wrote the speech. I hope as you make your way in the world that you share the same pride that we have. It's been my distinct pleasure to work these past 2 years with our superb leader. In her 2 years on campus, through word and through deed, she has shown that she stands for all that Hood stands for. And now to begin today's commencement and to offer remarks, it's my pleasure to introduce Hood College President Andrea Chapdelaine.
Thank you, Phil, for the generous introduction. Welcome, everyone, to the 120th commencement exercises of Hood College. Yay! I wish to begin by acknowledging the many who have joined our celebration today. First, the trustees who give generously of their time, talent, and treasure to support and strengthen Hood College. Would you join me in recognizing them? I also wish to thank members of our Board of Associates, alumni, and other friends of the college that have taken time to be with us today. Students, as you well know, the quality of your education and the success you have realized in the achievement of your graduate degree is in no small measure due to the dedication of the Hood faculty. They are highly regarded for their scholarship, professional experience, and commitment to teaching excellence. Many of these faculty members teach full-time in our undergraduate program or who have other professional careers in addition to their graduate teaching responsibilities. Yet they make this commitment to the graduate program due to their passion for student and learning and a desire to give back. As you also know, the staff of Hood show the same tireless commitment, dedication, and student-centeredness. Hood is a great community because of all those who work here. Students, will you please join me in a round of applause to recognize all that the faculty and staff have contributed to your education. Next, please join together in applauding your partners, parents, children, siblings, grandparents, other relatives, friends, employers, and all of your guests for their support and encouragement. On behalf of Hood, I thank all of you for the sacrifice of time and resources you have made so that your loved ones could achieve this important milestone. Class of 2017, you are a historic class. This fall, 125 years ago, the first class began their freshman year at what was then called the Women's College of Frederick. So today is the beginning of a year-long celebration of Hood's 125th anniversary. We have come a long way from September 12, 1893, when we opened our doors to 83 students and had 8 faculty. This morning, we awarded 236 baccalaureate degrees, and this afternoon, 230 of you will be receiving your graduate degree. Today is a historic day because you are completing your graduate studies. Among you are students from 10 U.S. states and 11 foreign countries. You have earned bachelor's degrees from 74 national and 31 international institutions. 35 of you are Hood alumni. At least 6 of you have served in our country's military. Will Jeffrey Blake, Nathan Johnson, Shannon Wilson, Janet Hills, Christina Lemon, and Charles Spangler please rise? Today's class includes 42 Master of Business Administration graduates, 13 graduates are receiving Master of Science degrees in Biomedical Science, 38 in Computer Science, 17 in Curriculum and Instruction, 33 in Educational Leadership, 12 in Environmental Biology, 33 in Information Technology, 7 in the Management of Information Technology, 8 in Mathematics Education, 3 in Reading Specialization, and our very first 3 graduates in Counseling. Graduates are receiving a Master of Arts in Human Sciences, 5 in the Humanities, 6 in Ceramic Arts, and 4 in Thanatology. And there are 2 graduates earning Master of Fine Arts degrees. Congratulations to all of you. We also have 4 members of the Hood staff who have earned master's degrees. Maura Page, our Event and Recruitment Coordinator in the Career Center, will receive a Master's in the Humanities. Chrissy Wheeler, our Associate Director of Information Technology, is receiving an MBA. Larbi Brescia, our Assistant Director of Graduate Admission, is receiving a degree in Management of Information Technology, and Casey Addis, our Assistant Director of Annual Giving, finished her MBA in January. Congratulations. Today represents the 44th year that Hood College has awarded graduate degrees. Currently, we have more than 950 students enrolled in our programs, and an increasing number of them are full-time students. But much more so than the numbers, the strength of our programs comes from the quality of the education we provide and the extent to which it is based in and informed by the workforce needs of our community. In building and continually updating and strengthening our curriculum, we work closely with our regional partners to ensure that our programs meet the needs of this dynamic community and ever-changing workforce. Future employers of our graduates serve as faculty, advisors, interns, supervisors, and research mentors, thereby greatly enriching the quality and value of our graduate programs. Graduates, know that because of that synergistic relationship, you are well prepared to join the ranks of Hood alumni from our graduate school. Hood alumni are professionals in educational institutions, local and state government, businesses spanning all industry sectors, and service agencies. They are leaders in their communities. Many support Hood through membership on our Board of Trustees or Board of Associates, by serving on the Alumni Board, or by sharing their time, talent, and treasure with our students. I do hope you will join them and give back your own time, talent, and treasure to Hood as you are able. In a few short moments, yes, I'm almost done, I will have the privilege of conferring your degree and handing you your diploma. Although you have completed your degree requirements and should take a well-deserved break, please do not stray too far from Hood. You are always a member of the Hood family. Stay connected, stay engaged. Class of 2017, if you remember nothing else from my remarks today, please do remember my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. Best wishes and be well. It is my distinct honor and privilege to pay tribute to a retiring faculty member who is receiving emeritus status. Dr. Jeffrey Rossio began teaching as an adjunct professor at Hood College in 1981. He has mentored graduate students on their theses and has served on many thesis committees. He is the author or co-author of more than 60 peer-reviewed scientific publications and has been recognized with the Norman P. Saltzman Mentoring Award by the National Cancer Institute, by Sigma Xi, American Men and Women of Science, and the Kiwanis Outstanding Service to the Community Award. Jeff, if you can come up here. It now is my pleasure to award an honorary degree and introduce our commencement speaker for this afternoon. Cherian Thomas, you were born in England and raised in Chicago by parents who often told you that, quote, no matter what happens in life, no one can take away your education. You graduated from Hood College with a Master of Business Administration and continued your education by earning an Executive Master of Leadership from Georgetown University's McDonough School of Business. While at Georgetown, you took a capstone project and created a monetized business in the form of a mobile platform. As chair and CEO of Spotluck, you have gamified the user experience for diners and restaurant goers. In your leadership role at Spotluck, you actively maintain stakeholder relations while raising awareness of the company's brand and corporate social responsibility initiatives. You founded the Georgetown Waste Not Initiative in Cape Town, South Africa, linking poverty-prone areas to local manufacturers through recycling buyback centers. Your career has been one of innovation and entrepreneurship. You are a people-first leader with a passion for guiding small teams willing to take on big-picture challenges. Therefore, be it resolved for all these reasons and more that the trustees, myself, and faculty of Hood College hereby confer upon Cherry and Thomas the Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto, given under the seal of Hood College in Frederick, Maryland, on this, the 20th day of May, 2017. I now invite Cherry into the podium and the marshals to assist with the hooding.
What an honor. How's everybody doing? Good. Promise not to do a big spotlight plug here, but I did want to do a plug for two specific people before I get started, and that's my two parents, Dr. Sejani Thomas and Dr. Thomas Joseph, that made it here all the way from Chicago and have been incredible support systems for my entire life. So, didn't give me pockets here, so I dig for these things. Thank you, President Chaplin, Dean of the Graduate School, Board of Trustees, Board of Associates, faculty, friends, family, and you, the graduating class of 2017. It is a great privilege to be here as we celebrate your accomplishments on this incredible day. First of all, be proud. I know the feeling, and I encourage you all to take it in. Remember this day and capture these moments. Most speakers would frown upon the use of cell phones, but as the owner of Spotluck, I say embrace it. So bust out the phones and selfie up, tag, post, and share this moment. Remember this moment, because I'm going to do it. So I don't fall over here. Let's see. Got any big smiles, right? See, it wasn't too long ago when I sat in the same seats, both inside the walls of Rosenstock, rushing to get my capstone to Dr. Chose on time. And on these very same lawn chairs, you know the feeling. Wow. And also on the very same lawn chairs. And I remember being anxious to get through the commencement and fling my cap and career onward and upward. But remember this moment, don't rush it, take it in, and remember this ceremony. Be proud. What you've accomplished was not easy. And I'm not talking about the classwork and the deliverables. I'm talking about getting through the past few years while juggling full-time jobs, kids for many of you, and trying to maintain somewhat of a personal life. That is not easy, and believe you me, I know. I remember both the deliverables and the journey. I remember working full-time, commuting from Bethesda to Hagerstown, Hagerstown to Frederick, Frederick back to Bethesda. Essentially every day was Windshield Appreciation Day, and I'm sure you guys can relate to that as well. Today, we celebrate the total package. Not just the academic milestone, but the entire journey and your ability to balance the dynamics of work, life, school, while accomplishing this long-term and professional goal. What you've accomplished was not easy, and as I tell my Spotluck team every single day, if it was easy, everybody would do it. The diploma, sashes, tassels, and class rings are great keepsakes to remind you of this special day, but let's examine the intangibles. The lessons learned, friendships amongst your classmates, professors, and what's up here can never be mounted or monogrammed. These intangibles stay up here and up here with you forever. Every job interview, every project you manage, every team you join, and every podium you stand behind. Your mind is better equipped, giving you an upper edge for the rest of your life. Again, I'm incredibly honored to be here and deliver this commencement. I look back at exactly 5 years ago today, and I can't help but think, what would the 2017 Charian say to the 2012 Charian? And outside of definitely learn the moves to Gangnam Style, it's still a banger in the future. I realized that this statement really sums up the best advice I could have received. It's not about finding the right job, it's about finding the right people. See, I realized that the best ideas, best software, best patents, algorithms, etc. really mean shit without the right people. And without the right people, failure is inevitable. See, I've realized there are 3 key people to find as you adventure off this campus and set sail for the next journey and next chapter in your professional lives. Find someone to mentor you, find someone to compliment you, and find that someone to support you. From Bill Gates to Steve Jobs to Mark Zuckerberg, these incredible innovators each had mentors, compliments, and someone to support them. Mentor was a name used in ancient Greek mythology, but was later adopted in English. It is defined as someone who imparts wisdom to and shares knowledge with a less experienced colleague. For centuries, the practice of sharing knowledge to those less experienced has been utilized through Hinduism, Judaism, Buddhism, Islam, and Christianity. Whether it be guru, sensei, rabbi, or simply an elder, mentorship has been a vital part of our civilization's ability to progress forward. Find someone to mentor you. When I finished undergrad, I had an opportunity to work for Unilever or take on a job with Matthew, a family friend and entrepreneur who built an empire of manufacturing facilities throughout the U.S. I was fresh out of undergrad, and I distinctly remember my parents and this dilemma that I faced. And they said to me, Cherian, you're a marketer. You'll be great at Unilever, but if you really want to learn the ins and outs of business, real business, you should go work for Matthew. I listened. I immediately drafted up kind of the pros and cons list of both alternatives. Now, this was pre-Hood MBA, right? So I didn't have, the ability to calculate my LTVs, risk analysis, regression models, or outweigh the simple benefits of, hey, the British pound is actually worth more than the US dollar. And so, I sat down. I remember talking with my parents who are here today, and instead of doing all those things, I trusted my gut. I took their advice. And I made a decision that would forever change my life. It was the decision that led me to find my mentor, Matthew Devasiccicola. Matthew set the bar high. As an Indian immigrant, he came to this country in the 1970s to complete his master's in mechanical engineering. With $2,300 to his name, he overcame racial discrimination, unjust holdups from the police, and even one-on-one encounters with the KKK. With minimum money, but maximum education, Matthew had the discipline, desire, and determination to build a multi-million-dollar manufacturing empire here in the U.S. Matthew taught me that BS only goes so far, and you must earn credibility to be respected in the business world. He was the reason I pursued my MBA here at Hood, and then later my master's at Georgetown. Regardless of our 40-year gap in age, he brought me along to every business trip, every banking meeting, boardroom, plant acquisition, auction, quick sale, etc. He took me under his wing, and essentially everywhere Matthew went, I went. Even though my institutional knowledge of the manufacturing industry was beyond most 22-year-olds at the time, I didn't have the academic degrees to back it. I didn't have credibility. I set out on a mission to earn those badges, those academic badges, and be respected in the business world, regardless of my age. See, Matthew taught me the importance of education and a bottoms-up approach to management. I'll never forget my first day. I get to work, I'm dressed in a suit and tie. I come in looking kind of fresh, and Matthew says to me, they're waiting for you at the plant. Today you'll be getting your forklift certifications, and then later we'll teach you to operate the cranes. I'm a marketer, right? So I go, getting the what certification and who's working what crane? What's happening over here? And see, what I didn't realize at the time was that Matthew wanted me to be respected from the bottom up. He made me trace every pipe at the plant, learn the bookkeeping, understand how the mechanical components of the hydropulp, agitators, boiler, steam system, and everything worked, and why. To be respected. To have credibility when talking to plant managers, industry experts, and other veterans within the space. Matthew taught me that in order for people to listen, you must have credibility. Not just through education, but also by showing others you're willing to get in the trenches and learn from the bottom up. Matthew inspired me to further my education without sacrificing time in those trenches. So I was able to gain both book smarts and business smarts. But more importantly, as a mentor, he systematically set me up for success. It just took me some time to kind of reflect upon this internally and realize it. After graduating the MBA program here in 2012, Matthew encouraged me to further my education. I completed the Masters of Leadership program at Georgetown University McDonough School of Business while working full-time in those trenches. It was this program that ultimately led to Spotluck and finding the second piece to my puzzle, finding someone that complements you. So I feel Spotluck is relatable to each and every one of you graduates, not just because it's an app and because it's 2017. It was a deliverable. It was my capstone. It was homework. It went from an idea to the #1 dining app on iTunes. To reiterate, this couldn't have happened without the right people, specifically that someone to complement you. See, the greatest thing about the master's program here at Hood and at Georgetown is both programs encourage group work, collaboration, and team deliverables. As frustrating as all the group work can be, it's indicative of the real world. The classroom experience allows you to uncover where you shine, but more importantly, identifies your weaknesses, or where you need compliments. As mentioned, when I started Spotluck, it was just an idea. As much knowledge as I obtained from Hood, Georgetown, and even through my mentorship from Matthew, I realized I had weaknesses. My vision for Spotluck wouldn't become a reality without the right compliments. Specifically, our co-founder and CFO, Brad Saylor. See, Brad was a corporate attorney and CPA, working at a major law firm in DC. And although I somehow managed to pull off straight A's, including business law and corporate accounting here in Hood, those domains were really weaknesses for me, mostly because I didn't enjoy it. Knowing this, knowing the need for that complementary dichotomy, I literally wrote Brad's name into the original business plan for Spotluck as our co-founder and CFO. He didn't know about this yet. Now imagine that. Just put yourself in Brad's shoes. Hey Brad, you don't know it yet, we're starting a business together. It's right here in this business plan. See, I knew Brad's strengths were my weaknesses and vice versa. If you drew a Venn diagram and you had Brad in one side and myself in the other, there's very few overlap. And that's actually a good thing. And the places where we do overlap, that's where rests our core values, our conscience, our morals, and our synchronized mindset to do the right thing when making tough choices. Finding Brad impacted our entire business, specifically who we hire. Our dichotomy created a Spotluck mantra of hiring complements, allowing our individual team members to be the CEOs of their own positions. Brad, I know you couldn't make it here today, but I want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you for being my complement, and thank you to the entire Spotluck team for strengthening our weaknesses. Thanks, guys. You know, it really should be all of us up here behind this podium. But it pays to be a Blazer and get that Hood MBA, huh? The third and final gem to discover is finding that person to support you. As you look behind and you see your friends and your family and your coworkers, you realize this accomplishment couldn't have been achieved without their support. You realize the past few years have been a personal sacrifice for you, but also your loved ones. At the end, you get the degree, and they get you back. See, over the past years, these people have shared the highs and lows throughout your journey here at Hood. Whether it's missing a wedding due to a deliverable, or canceling a vacation because Southwest flights didn't jive with your final schedule, your support system made sacrifices for you. Please know that these mutual sacrifices don't stop as you enter the next chapter of your professional journey. That said, it's even more important than ever to find that person to support you. You see, the reality is that outside the walls of Rosenstock and off this campus, the antes are higher, the stakes are higher, and it's much higher risk. Graduate school is no joke, but starting a business, raising venture capital, acquiring customers, losing customers, product setbacks, managing cross-functional teams, and wondering if you're going to make payroll next week, that's a high-risk game. Mostly because the failure is no longer individual at that point. Failure can impact the overall livelihood of those you care about. At Spotluck, I strive to always be on. There's limited time, so it prevents me from being pessimistic or even showing my lows or emotions in front of my team. They won't find me venting or moping around the office regardless of how challenging things get. But let's be honest, bottling up those emotions can only go on for so long before you burst. And when you do, having that person to support you is ever so important. For me, that someone to support you is you, Katie. My wife, the most incredible person on this planet. Thank you for absorbing those emotional bursts that are kept hidden from the rest of the world. Thank you for always believing in me, regardless of this adventure. Thank you, Katie, for everything you do for me, our son, who looks like he's peacing out here, and the entire Spotluck family. It's your support and belief in me that indirectly keeps our team positive and motivated to achieve the impossible. Lastly, thank you for encouraging me to always further my education and providing unconditional support, just as these loved ones in attendance have supported the graduates throughout their journey at Hood. So why are these three people so important as you start the next chapter of your professional career? Combined with your degree from Hood, having a mentor, surrounding yourself with compliments, and finding that person to support you allows you to take calculated risks. Hood provided me with the foundation to understand business concepts. Matthew gave me the guidance and opportunity to understand real business. Brad's strengths negated my weaknesses, and Katie gave me the confidence knowing that no matter what happens, I'll always have her support. Starting Spotluck was risky, but it was calculated. I encourage each and every one of you to find those three people and take risks, calculated risks. Graduates, now more than ever is the time to stop dangling your feet in the shallow end and jump into the pool of opportunity. The water is warm and the risk to reward ratio favors entrepreneurs that take calculated risks. Now, I'm not saying everybody should quit their jobs and start a company. I'm saying find your missing pieces. Find those key people. Find a mentor and ride their coattails as far as you can. Find or be found. If you're not starting a business, be a compliment to someone who is. Find those who've supported you, and right after the ceremony, thank them. Squeeze them, congratulate them. Your accomplishment today is just as exciting for them as it is for you. They too were part of your journey, and oftentimes, you're someone to support you. And lastly, as we toss these caps, remember one thing. When the caps fall, we are now part of an elite alumni network here at Hood College. We owe it to ourselves to mentor Hood Blazers, compliment Hood Blazers, and support fellow Hood Blazers. Good luck on your journey to find or be found, and let's celebrate today. Congratulations to the class of 2017.
Thank you, Cherian, for those great remarks. And now we come to the part of the program that is our very reason for being here today. During the conferring of degrees, will the audience please refrain from applause until the degree recipients have received their diplomas and have returned to their seats? I'm told I have to say that. Doesn't mean you have to listen to me. For families taking pictures of your graduates crossing the stage, please use the designated area for photos, and please return to your seat promptly so others can take their pictures. Now, Dr. April Bolton, Interim Dean of the Graduate School, will present the master's degree candidates.
Thank you, President Chapdelaine. Candidates for the degree of Master of Arts, please rise. President Chapdelaine, by authorization of the faculty and the Board of Trustees, I have the honor to present these students as candidates for the Master of Arts.
By virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Trustees of Hood College and by them delegated to me, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts with all the rights, privileges, opportunities, and obligations pertaining thereto.
Candidates for Master of Arts, please come forward. Rebecca Collins. Jenna Duranko. Loretta Godby. Karen Grossman. Kathy Grove. Sean Grove. Nathan Johnson. Carolyn King. Charlie Mulligan. Meredith Nichols. Maura Page. Egan Park. And Jennifer Rogers. Candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration, please rise. President Chapdelaine, by authorization of the faculty and of the Board of Trustees, I have the honor to present these students as candidates for the degree of Master's Business Administration.
By virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Trustees of Hood College and by them delegated to me, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Business Administration with all the rights, privileges, opportunities, and obligations pertaining thereto.
Candidates for Masters of Business Administration, please come forward. Mohamed Abdel Fattah. Casey Addis. Marine Oganazova. Kathleen Burst. Divya Bamadapati. Edmund Boateng. Scott Boland. Christopher Cook. Chandra Mohan Damodar. Dustin Daffy. Aaron Eisenberg. Alyssa Eschleman. Andrew Fiorovanti. Shikha Gupta. Nicole Hart. Tomoko Hayashi. Richard Jewett. Maria Kone. Michael Lane. Natalie Lewis. Ben Martinez. Megan McGee. Cynthia Moskowitz. Nu Guilong. Arzu Ozkan. Camille Pateau. Martha Segovia Serrano. Ashley Schickel. Martha Swicegood. Wang Chung. Christina Wheeler. Shannon Wilson. Robin Winkler Pickett. Michael Wintermeyer. Patricia Wintermeyer. Yang Shuai. Zheng Shanghua. The candidates for the Master Degree of Fine Arts, please rise. President Chapdelaine, by authorization of the faculty, the Board of Trustees, I have the honor to present these students as candidates for the degree of Master of Fine Arts.
By virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Trustees of Hood College and by them delegated to me, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Fine Arts with all the rights, privileges, opportunities, and obligations pertaining thereto.
Candidates for Master of Fine Arts, please come forward. Marcus Davis. Margaret Lau. Would the candidates for the degree of Master of Science please rise? President Chapdelaine, by authorization of the faculty and the Board of Trustees, I have the honor to present these students as candidates for the degree of Master of Science.
By virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Trustees of Hood College and by them delegated to me, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science with all the rights, privileges, opportunities, and obligations pertaining thereto.
Candidates for Master of Science, please come forward. Pratyusha Akala. Banan Alamar. Jamie Aldridge. Farhan Alanazi. Fauzea Al-Gamdi. Proscovia Aliango. Fawaz Al-Mufaraji. Ayman Al-Musalam. Walid Al-Shiban. Nora Amatullah. Philip Anselmo. Titus Ajima. Teresa Althouse. Philip Barton. Samhana Basnet. John Bauer. Christopher Bulger. Dana Benson. Razan bin Zayed. Lauren Beerer. Jeffrey Blake. Samantha Blau. Jennifer Booth. Caitlin Bowen. James Brennan. Larby Brescia. Indumati Udi. Angela Caruso. Nikita. Excuse me? Andrew Brown. Andrew Brown. My apologies. Indumati Udi. Angela Caruso. Nikita Chala. Alyssa Chow. Sushila Chowdhury. Eunice Chang'a. Asadud Chowdhury. Cassie Colosimo. Elizabeth Connolly. Jessica Dancer. Megan Davis, who also earned her Master of Arts in January, is earning her Master of Science today as well. Kavita Devadas. Jeffrey Donald. John Eichenmuller. Seba Furtis. Nakia Fleming. Maria Fuenzalida Haig. Saisri Gade. Anusha Gade. Pavan Kumar Gade. Venkata Ramana Reddy Gankidi. Neetu George. Neetu George. Michael Gillen. Hari Krishna Golapudi. Rebecca Guarnieri. Abdul Rahman Hakami. Abdul Rahman Hakami. Hari Krishna Golapudi. Rebecca Guarnieri. Abdul Rahman Hakami. Megan Hames. Michelle Harriger. Ray Thorne Henderson. Robert Hill. Ashley Hood. Madhulika Jagawarapu. Sai Krishna Kalakonda. Amanda Kaiholtz. Ola, Olwa, Komolafe. Jennifer Lacey. Kimberly Lang. Roxanne Lehman. Melisha Lewis Creeth. Roja Lee. Ming Hua Leo. Diana Loescher. Rajan Loganathan. John Maselik. Sejan Mada. Amanda Magnanelli. Meryl Mahoney. Sundeep Makena. Jagadish Malaparedi. Manoj Mate. Karen Matson. Lauren McDougall. Nate Ranadan Mehdi Venkataswara Prasad. Sampath Moretti. Lauren Miller. Caitlin Moore. Rima Moraished. Swapna Morampurui. Kaushik Naganini. Ayeonmi Neff. Oluwa Damilola Okunaye. Jennifer Ontiveros. Radhika Panchal. Awinash Parne. Nitika Patidar. Venkata Ramana Pendula. Rawi Pona. Kristen Portulaya. Lauren Proctor. Srividya Roskatla. Charles Rubis. Angela Setti. Mujahad Ali Sheikh. Julie Sybil. Yashraj Sinha. Saurabh Sisodia. Caitlin Sliter. Andrea Smith. Tarl Spangler. Erica Tabler. Kishansai Talasila. Sneha Taluri. Ambika Tileti. Corinne Thompson. Sai Krishna Tirumala Dewara Ekanata. Kylene Turner Wiley. Anish Udas. Katie Vosberg. Adi Narayana Woodla. Wang Mingjun. Kevin Weiss. Lindsay Weller. Keisha Wilson. Jennifer Yeck. Carol Zentz.
members of the class of 2017 please rise? We are pleased to recognize and congratulate these students as graduates of Hood College. You may be seated. I would now like to introduce Nancy Galeese, our Vice President for Institutional Advancement and alumna of the class of 1981.
Thank you, President Chapdelaine. To the master's graduates of the class of 2017, congratulations. You have spent countless hours juggling your academic pursuits with work, family, and travel. And here you are, receiving your graduate degrees from Hood College. Today, you are joining over 21,000 who have called Hood home. Distinguished in their professions, you too will be accomplished in your chosen fields. Remember, as you leave this beautiful campus, that the lessons you've learned reach beyond the boundaries of our classrooms and laboratories. Nearly 100 years ago, the columns that support Alumni Hall were given by the classes of 1916, 1917, 1915, 16, 17, and 18, and they represent hope, opportunity, obligation, and democracy. Hope to have a positive impact on the world. Opportunity to fully use your talents and skills to realize your personal and professional goals. Obligation to fulfill responsibilities with integrity and to be responsible stewards and servants for the betterment of others. And democracy to embrace diversity and foster freedom of thought and expression. Cherish and live the lessons learned during these transformative years. Remember Hood College as your alma mater for life, and welcome class of 2017 to your alumni family.
So graduates of the class of 2017, would you stand? You leave this campus just ahead of the rain with a legacy of Hood in your hearts and your minds. The values that we hold dear are the foundation of your future and our future. May all of you who have been named masters of a specific discipline now become masters of the most powerful force on earth, and that is the power of love. With the blessing of the holy, take all of your gifts and your skills into a world that needs you. Take the spirit of deep wisdom, compassion, teamwork, and especially peace with you. Amen.
You can be seated. I would ask all of our guests to please stay in your seats until the academic procession is through the pergola. I now declare these commencement exercises closed. Congratulations.